everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pulse Podcast. I have been quite missing from this space for the last couple of months, 3 4 months, and I will put this on Saturn going back to Pisces, and it's about to exit Pisces like tomorrow, I believe. So, interesting how the timing just perfectly aligns. And meanwhile, I want to update you about how my experience of putting my book out there, because previous to this podcast, I think a podcast before this one, I talked about how I have taken the responsibility to share the word about my book, and how somebody came in to encourage me to promote my book. And so the past couple of months, I've had quite an experience, quite a story with this thing, and yeah, I think it's been Saturn really teaching me how to actually take responsibility, like actually take responsibility, not just hide behind somebody, not just waiting for somebody to discover me, or to discover my talent, or to discover my writing, or to somebody to anchor me. Because I try doing that as a spicy sun, I tend to somehow wait for people to see my sun, to see my talent. um, I like to stay hidden. I like to, it's like, uh, yeah, I'm not very good with putting myself, like forcing myself out there and shine bright. Sun in Pisces happens, right? Whenever you have sun and water signs, specifically Pisces, Cancer. So, yes, I feel like the last few months have been so much about me learning, like Saturn literally coming in and teaching me what happens when you actually just give up and forget that you have the power to promote your work, to share word about your work, and not just wait for somebody else to come and help and save you. Like, of course, taking help is always appreciated, but really, when we give away our power and we feel afraid that somebody is giving us something that might be taken away, that is a cue that we are not acting from a place of power, but acting from a place of powerlessness. And I feel the last few months were really, really about remembering that, what, actually, even I have Gemini, midheaven, and South Node. It's like I tend to forget, and I think it happens with the South Node gifts. You are just so good at it. It's just your comfort zone. It's your playground, that you kind of like forget about it, right? And I feel like I've not had the best of experience with this person who came in and be like, oh, I'm gonna promote your book, I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna do this, and me really giving away my power to them and being like, oh my god, yes, she's gonna save the day, she's gonna uh, help me shine, or give me the space to shine. Absolutely a recipe for disaster, and it did turn out into one. But also reminding me that, hello, I've got this. Like, it's something that I need. I also have this gift, and how can I claim this gift, and how can I use this gift, and perhaps even like help others receive it, share it, discover it. Um, like, the thing about self-publishing your book is that, yes, so it's been a year exactly when I published this book on Notion Press, Amazon, Flipkart, um, and I have been really trying things a lot, experimenting a lot with promoting this book the last couple of months. And yes, I have had a lot of like mixed experiences. Isn't it always like that, right? But I just want to say, like, obviously, it's not at all like how if you go and take the traditional publishing routes, There are no, like red carpets rolled out for you. There is like no invitations piled up and people waiting to for you to sign the books. You have to create those opportunities for yourself. You have to find um, spaces where you can stack your books, where you can sign your books, you can show up for yourself in your book, and find your own community and connect with the community that is around you. It is not at all like how retailers or bookstores would, they're not very open to housing self-published books, to be very honest, right? Even when you are paying them, even when you're offering a commission to them, a percentage cut to them, it's not. Yeah, so yes, I am. It was my first self-publishing project, and I'm truly learning, and I'm watching how it goes. But the good part is, like, everything that I have earned or I will earn, it is going to me. I own this book fully. And that is, I think, and I get to decide how I want to promote it, in which rooms do I want to see it, which people do I want to work with. So that's beautiful. I do not have to, and I think it's also like reminding yourself, like, we are so used to gulping down our needs, our desires, our anger, our emotions, that it takes us a while to even realize the amount of freedom and autonomy that we do have in this case, in these situations when we are creating our own work. We still go back by the same pattern, right? Um, so yes, the thing about writing is that we kind of like write, in the most isolating, retreated spaces under dimly lit lamps, and it's a very isolating process. But when it comes to sharing about it, you have to be like really out there, and it's such a sharp contrast. And because that is, I think, the place where we kind of like forget the part of us that can be out there, that can share, that can connect, that can actually bring our book into the focus, into the limelight. And I think I forgot that part of me, and I'm like quietly remembering it again. I feel the past couple of months, um, to not wait for somebody to choose me, quote unquote, to not feel like, oh my God, I'm chosen. Oh my God, they chose me. Or, oh, they saw in me something. This savior complex, which, if you have placements, even like you could be the smartest person, because I believe I'm smart, okay? I'm a Virgo rising. I really believe I'm smart and I'm very intelligent, but it still got me. So yes, I think it's something that it's a Pisces learning curve, and Saturn in Pisces kind of like taught me this very, very, very well the past couple of months, and really reminded me. It was also squaring my midheaven, so it's really was a humble reminder that what a beautiful gift I also possess, and how I need to like really stop outsourcing my power to Geminis in my life. I have done that so many times when I have been like enthralled by them and by their ability to talk, speak, share, and completely forgetting that I've got this gift within me too. So yes, it was a perfect Saturn in Pisces result. Um, yeah, I guess it was a result. I had this experience at the starting of March 2023 when Saturn first entered Pisces, and then to end it, we had this gorgeous, it's sarcasm experience as we ended this. But fine, taking that pill and remembering to not put people on pedestal, because when we put people on pedestal, the pedestal falls, We all have seen the Epstein files have been out, and how people are like, oh my god, I can't believe my favorite celebrity could say this, could do this. And yeah, that's the thing. What Saturn and Pisces have been doing, it has been like really getting people off the pedestal. It has been like breaking the ideals, the dream, the bubble that we, the illusions that we have about our ideals. So yeah, this is like kind of what happens when we put people on pedestals. Our expectations also fall, the pedestal falls. It's not just what the person falls. I think what pains you the most, what pains the most is how your vision that you had with them, uh, that is like broken, or that falls with it. That's what hurts the most. But also a beautiful reminder for me, I think, to remember that they need to own that trust. Okay, so the reason why I'm telling you this story is basically I want to really open up this space where I share with you that as it is our responsibility to bring our work into this world, it is also a responsibility somewhere to share about this work. It's great to have help, it's great to have people, teams, organizations that can support our visions, but not at the cost of us forgetting uh, that we have that ability to do it, to own it, right? So yes, the past couple of weeks I've been remembering like how I have like my so much of my career and my work has been about helping other businesses, helping other people, other clients as well, even long before I was doing this work, helping people to share their share their work, to share and market their work. That's how primarily most of my work life has been. Even when I've been doing the spiritual work, when I've been doing working with clients on astrology or on healing, it has somewhere always led to their purpose and to help them and support them to share work. Even when I've invited other healers on my podcast or on my IG lives, I've been just so passionate about sharing their work with my community or with even like anybody else, or the podcast that I've done. It's been really such a humble reminder of like, yeah, the person that I've been waiting for. uh, like, I mean, definitely, I wish there was a day when writers could just write, painters could just paint, musicians could just make music, filmmakers could just make movies. But that day is not here yet, I believe. We do not have a lot of people seeing this as a gift, including me, I believe, um, who understand that they do have a gift of sharing the word. A lot of air signs, yes, I'm talking to you. If you have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements, you're naturally somebody who carries the word around. You're a natural marketer, promoter, right? It is just like so inbuilt in you. It's not something that you think and do, it's something that is a part and fabric of who you really are at the core. Um, but as I said, uh, till then that happens, till then we actually have people remembering this gift. um, we cannot run away from the responsibility of sharing about our work as well, right? Like the time that happens, the onus does fall on us, right? Because I think that's what happens. Like, I think very creative, very intuitive, very empowering people, I've seen them. And the past couple of years, it's been like extremely highlighted how they are just so talented, and they just take so much of time and intention to craft their work, to bring their work to life. Like, I talked about this previously in the podcast right before this. I believe that must be the sixth podcast. Yeah, it's called Stop Canceling Yourself Out, where I talk about how much time it took for me to bring this to life, right? It takes time to bring things to life. But when it comes to sharing about it, talking about it, promoting it, we feel shy, right? We feel, I feel like, I think special writers are introverts, most of us. Most of the creators are introverts, I've seen, noticed. And so we are very, very, very amazing in creating, but when it comes to sharing, we kind of like feel too much, right? And sometimes too less.